Happiness is a state of mind and has nothing to do with the external world. Happiness from the senses seems like nectar initially, but it is bitter as poison in the end. When meditation is mastered, the mind is unwavering like the flame of a lamp in a windless place. There is neither this world nor the world beyond, nor happiness for the one who doubts. One who has control over the mind is tranquil, in heat and cold, in pleasure and pain, and in honor and dishonor. One who has renounced attachment to the fruits of action, who is ever content and free from all kinds of desires, does not act though he may be engaged in all kinds of actions. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. I am the same to all beings. I favor none, nor am I partial to anyone. I am the Father of all and the same to all. Among all kinds of killers, time is the ultimate because time kills everything. The wise man knows that it is better to sit on the banks of a remote mountain, stream, than to be emperor of the whole world. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action. When your intellect transcends the mire of delusion, then you will attain to dispassion of what has been heard, and what is yet to be heard. Curving back within myself, I create again and again. The power of God is with you at all times, through the activities of mind, senses, breathing, and emotions, and is constantly doing all the work using you as a mere instrument. Man is made by his belief. As he believes, so he is. Change is the law of the universe. You can be a millionaire or a pauper in an instant. Make it easy for yourself. Get organized and live in the moment. Your day-to-day activities should not steal your happiness. We behold what we are, and we are what we behold. It is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live in imitation of somebody else's life with perfection. A gift is pure when it is given from the heart to the right person, at the right time and at the right place, and when we expect nothing in return. Perform all thy actions with mind concentrated on the divine, renouncing attachment and looking upon success, and failure with an equal eye. Spirituality implies equanimity. The man who sees me in everything, and everything within me will not be lost to me, nor will I ever be lost to him. He who is rooted in oneness realizes that I am in every being. Wherever he goes, he remains in me. When he sees all being as equal in suffering or in joy, because they are like himself, that man has grown perfect in yoga. He who experiences the unity of life sees his own self in all beings, and all beings in his own self, and looks on everything with an impartial eye. Set thy heart upon thy work, but never on its reward. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course, are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. The wise grieve neither for the living nor for the dead. There was never a time when you and I, and all the kings gathered here have not existed, and nor will there be a time when we will cease to exist. He is the source of light in all luminous objects. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is unmanifested. He is knowledge. He is the object of knowledge, and he is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart. It is nature that causes all movement. Deluded by the ego, the fool harbors the perception that says, "I did it." Feelings of heat and cold, pleasure and pain, are caused by the contact of the senses with their objects. They come and they go, never lasting long. You must accept them. The wise unify their consciousness and abandon attachment to the fruits of action. Left to itself, the mind goes on repeating the same old habitual patterns of personality. By training the mind, however, anyone can learn to step in and change old ways of thinking. That is the central principle of yoga. Our mistake is in taking this for ultimate reality, like the dreamer thinking that nothing is real except his dream. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. We are made of our thoughts. We are molded by our thoughts. I am time, the destroyer of all. I have come to consume the world. Those established in self-realization control their senses instead of letting their senses control them. Pleasures conceived in the world of the senses have a beginning and an end and give birth to misery, Arjuna. Asceticism is giving up selfish activities, as poets know, and the wise declare renunciation is giving up fruits of action. You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work. You should never engage in action for the sake of reward, nor should you long for an action. Perform work in this world, Arjuna. It is I who remain seated in the heart of all creatures, as the inner controller of all. And it is I who am the source of memory, knowledge, and the ratiocinative faculty. Again, I am the only object worth knowing through the Vedas. I alone am the origin of Ved and Ta, and the knower of the Vedas too. There was never a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor any of these kings, nor is there any future in which we shall cease to be. Be aware of me always, adore me. Make every act an offering to me, and you shall come to me. This I promise, for you are dear to me.